Hello children, welcome to online classes for Standard 8 subject English. We are going to start first chapter. That is a very interesting story, motivational story. 3 questions by Leo Tolstoy. There was a certain king who believed that he would not fail if he knew the answer of 3 questions. Number 1, what is the right time for every action? Number 2, who are the right people to be with? And number 3, what is the most important thing to do? So, he proclaimed that he would give a great reward to the person who would answer his 3 questions. A lot of learned people came. To answer. Unfortunately, their answers did not satisfy the king. So the king decided to consult a wise hermit. Wise hermit who was famous for his wisdom. He saw the hermit digging the ground, and out of compassion, he helped him. He did the digging for the hermit. He kept on asking the 3 questions, but the hermit kept silent. Hours passed and it was already sunset. Then they saw a bearded man. You can see a bearded man came there running towards them, and his hands was on his stomach it was bleeding and he was dying. Then the king helped him, and with the help of the hermit, the king did the work of bandage of his wound. And the next day, you can see, the next day the king woke up and the bearded man saw him and apologized to him. He admitted that he was an enemy of the king. The bearded man said that he heard about the king going to the hermit, so he tried to kill him and he was in his way back home. But he was recognized by the king's bodyguard, who wounded him, but the king saved his life. The king asked the hermit, after the departure of that man, the king asked the hermit once again 3 questions, and the hermit said, You have already been answered. The king asked, How answered? Then the hermit replied, If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, but had gone your way, that man would have attacked you and you would have repented for not having stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, And I was the most important man at that time, and to do me good was your most important business. And afterwards, when that man ran to us, the most important time was when you were attending upon him, for if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died, and without having made peace with you. So he was the most important business. Remember, then there is only one time that is important, the only time when we have any power. The most necessary man is he with whom you are, and for no man knows whether he will ever have dealing with anyone else. And the most important affair is to do him good, because because for that purpose alone was man sent into this life. So through this story, the writer wants to narrate a very important lesson. Once again, I would like to sum up the main theme of this story, that is, now is the time to do. It means present time, and in present also, now is the time to do every action, because now is the only time that we have power. And number two, the right person is the person who is with you. And number three, the most important thing to do is to do good for the person you are with. So children, these are three lessons, three questions and three answers that will help us at every step in our life. Thank you. That's all for today.